Hey people, Intro here, 3v3 Faction War. This is Lothar's Cataclysm and Eldar versus the Ordo Malleus of the blue Eldar team. The Tenso with a Warlock, a melee spellcaster that leaps into combat, some powerful disruption and support, alongside Stigma 8113 with a Farseer support hero fighting in melee with some powerful buffs and control. And rounding off the blue Eldar team is Soulein with a Warp Spider Exarch, a teleporting hero fighting in ranged combat by default, great for capping and harassing with some powerful control abilities. Red team. Ante is a Daemonhunter, a melee spellcaster with strong support and control. Alongside, this is, I believe, Seraph with an Eversor assassin, a risk-reward melee brawler that explodes on death. And rounding off the teams, Breeze with a Brother Captain, a durable hero, walks through objects that cannot be suppressed with powerful offense, disruption and support, fighting in melee. Big old fella. Bunch of chaos crap around this map. He's not happy with it. Kicking off towards the mid. We've got Howling Banshees up for all three Eldar players. Strike Squad trying to create some distance to get that bolt of fire going. They are set to be nerfed, I believe, in 298 Strike Squad. Their bolt of damage being toned down slightly. Good in melee though in tier 1, as you can see. I've yet to see them kind of go toe-to-toe with a tier 2 melee squad or an upgraded melee squad, but I think they do okay with their Justicar. Their Justicar gets power melee, I'm pretty sure, also buffs their health and stuff, I think. Banshee's backing off here. Very much a glass cannon in tier 1, these ladies. Power melee makes them incredibly dangerous against heavy infantry and low-level heroes, but you can chew through them quite quickly. Looks like the Ordo Malleus are going to take upper hand early on, going for this southern contested VP here, which is blue for Eldar right now, but it's going to switch hands, it seems. They could maybe get onto this power in the southwest, just been populated by gens. Eversor takes a look at it. Takes a good look at it. No, turns around. Back up to the northeast though, we see a power bash for Tenso against the Ordo Malleus. This is Ante with double Inquisitorial Stormtroopers and no Strike Squad, hence they're being pushed back here. Daemonhunter with the Hunter's Blade, more energy and energy on hit. Power melee weapon as well, though not a huge amount of DPS, kind of standard for these early power melee weapons. Looks like the Warlock is going to got. Indeed they did. Operatives on the field for Seraph. Full power bash. Not sure if there were 3 gens up, but they're all gone now if they were. There's the Rift Tear from the Daemonhunter. Long range snare ability. I think it's a 40% movement reduction or something. It's pretty damn good. Brother Captain gets a decap, but maybe pays for it with their life. Down they go. Sink kill from the Banshees there. Bit of a spin and a shot to the face. Eldar back on the south as well with that teleporting Warp Spider Exarch. We got a Guardian Weapon team and another for Soulein. Maybe we'll see some interceptors in response then. Double operatives and single operatives for Seraph and Breeze respectively. Grenade in from the Stormtroopers was pretty good there. Shuriken pushing really far up for the Tenso. I think it was forgotten about a bit, because it's kind of isolated and out of position now. Daemonhunter's on it with that Hunter's Blade. Does get quite energy intensive, this fella, so having that energy drain is pretty nice. Kicking off in the mid. A bunch of green crap on the ground. That was the Chem Cloud Grenades for the Eversor Assassin. 50% less damage and they can't regenerate health. It used to nerf your melee skill as well, but I think they removed that. Also suppresses, which is not bad. Effects linger for 3 seconds even after you leave it. There's the goes the Eversor Assassin exploding on death. Levels up the Farseer. They are going to be revived quite easily. Farseer should get a decap here. Our Warp Spider's here to do his capping. We have Crusaders up for Ante. Now available in tier 1, of course. Fun to see them at it. Big old shields. Taking shots from rangers. Oh no, it's the Daemonhunter taking shots from rangers. And there's the Rift Tear to slow down these fellas. Crusaders might have to close the gap now. These guys get some serious buffs as they lose models. And they're gonna lose models up against Banshees and all the rest of this stuff. Might eat a grenade as well. There's Kinetic Pulse to knock them down. Banshees on them with a Warshout. Nope, no Warshout. That was a Shuriken suppressing them. Didn't need to Warshout. They are getting chopped up. You see those buff rings trying to get a grenade, but they were really sped up there. Almost wiped them out. Had a rough old time chasing those Rangers, eh? Brother Captain's still down here. And the Eversor still down. Daemonhunter can get some fat XP now. Level up to 2, I think. Tier 2 for Stigma and for Soulein. Looks like Stigma lost their Guardians along the way. Do have Aspect of Strength Howling Banshees with the Exarch queued up for Tier 2. She gets a fancy heavy melee spear with the Aspect of Strength. Double Banshees here. Both with the Aspect of Strength. That could be nasty with Farseer support. Sneaky Operatives though. Being all sneaky. Interceptors up for Breeze. And there's the Tier 2 for Ante. That was the flash grenade as these guys retreat with their fallback plan. Grenade? No grenade. Here come those Crusaders again. Not sure what their DPS starts out as. I assume they were adjusted in their starting stats. As soon as they come out in Tier 1 now, they still can get the Acolyte Warrior Leader, of course, later on for some buffs. Banshees on the prowl, looking dangerous out early in Tier 2 with the Exarch. Lots of specials, Crusaders all over the place. Daemonhunters in there doing what they can. That power melee, some burst damage, of course, from the Stormtroopers. Crusaders were wiped. Grenade misses. There's a Destructor from the Warlock as well. A rough fight for Ante. Double incendiary grenades there from the Operatives was kind of nasty. They might get these Banshees, you know. One more burst could do it. Yes, Banshees down. Stigma loses them. That was a good rush from them, but they just overextended. And double incendiary grenades was pretty cool. That was Seraph. Here they are again with those shotguns at close range, exploding stuff. Farseer getting all the way into base. Is everyone alive? Yeah, everyone's alive. Breeze pushing forward. They do have the south, the Ordo Malleus. And the Eldar couldn't get a decap on this. Eldar do have the northern contested power here. Got some webways in base as well. And one all the way up here in the northeastern corner. That's nasty. Rhino up for Ante now. So we might see a Bright Lance purchased for the Tenso. Warp Spiders on the way for Stigma. Ordo Malleus trying to break out now. Double cap for them. Just shot the Warlock to death. Not sure what it was up to. Did the Rhino level? No, something inside the Rhino leveled. Stormtroopers with their Acolyte buddies. Falcon on the way for the Tenso. Warp Spiders still coming on the way for Stigma. And there's the Tier 2 for Seraph, spending their power on the Operatives and upgrading them. And they're capping. Interceptors doing some good work for Breeze. Teleporting infantry here. Good damage output, good health. 30 DPS on these fellas, I believe, per model. They can get a power melee justify in Tier 2. There's the webway being used. We have a Singing Spear Farseer, looks like, in there. Yep. Heavy melee damage. Also, Rune Armor for the Psychic Storm. And Spirit Stones for the heal. She is kitted out. Level 3. There's a bunch of energy to power her abilities as well. They're getting a big old flank. This Daemonhunter's going to die, I think. Get a damage from the Warp Spiders. As before the Banshees show up. And they instantly get a sync kill. A nonchalant shot to the face again. Picking off in the southwest. Rhino being chased. Does have a las cannon. The Falcon has some anti-vehicle damage as well. It has the rear armor in its sights. Taking shots though. Can't quite get close enough to fire. Is that bulwark up? That is bulwark up for the Brother Captain. See the effect on those interceptors there. I believe it gives you, I think it's like 35% melee damage resist and a 15% damage bonus. It's pretty nice. You can easily throw it up. Operatives level 2 and level 2. Yes, they are. Power bashing now with some strike squad support. Dark Creepers up for Soulein. Lots of damage output potentially against heavy infantry with the Inferno PvP damage. 286 to 326 on the VPs. Daemonhunter still down. And that's a Eldar capped power. This wreck point is also blue. They're really dominating the north. Well, the northeast. So those guys will die. They don't have these points though. They were stolen. And we see Ordo Malleus making runs on the northwest. Double melters on the Falcon. Almost got it. Kind of unlucky. Strat Squad are trying to get it down on rear armor, I think. But they're a bit low. And there's a shuriken right there. So they're out of it. Now repairing are the Guardians. Rangers moving up towards the north. They don't want to try and cap it back, I think. They do have a gen up there. It's been stolen. Purifies on the way for Seraph. There's the Haywire. Slowing down the Rhino and disabling its weaponry. And I think it's done for. This Banshee's got in. And the Farseer got in. And they made very short work of it. Level 5 Farseer now. She's kicking some ass. 286 to 295 on the VPs. Back towards the south. Where it's Warp Spider versus Brother Captain. Brother Captain is going for the Mantle of Terror. Warp Spider's fully kitted out here. Heavy gauge Death Spinner. And Enhanced Warp Jump Generator. I haven't seen any group teleports yet, but maybe we will. And of course, the Improved Targeters. Oh, this isn't the group teleport one. This is the just makes your teleport better. There's fanaticism on the Stormtroopers. Gives them a few seconds. There it is. Of invulnerability. Not sure what that blue pulse was. Or was it this? It was battle rights, I think, that went off. There you see it, that green stuff. 286 to 264. VPs are pretty damn close. Seeing lots of pressure in the north still for the Ordo Malleus. They might need to double up there pretty hard. Seraph needs to rotate up. Looks like the Eversor is here. Any war gear for this guy? Executioner pistol. And those Chem Cloud grenades, of course. Grenades keeping things at bay. Purifies in on the Falcon. Getting kind of messed up though. Maybe we'll see the Eversor switch to the Melter Bomb. He can get one himself. Grenades going in. Rangers drop. And Eversor gets in on the Shuriken. Daemonhunter in there as well. Level 3, this guy has the Blessed Icon. Word of the Emperor. Increasing speed in radius by 2.5. 2.5 is a big speed increase and reduces their damage. Yeah, so it's about mobility, so it does reduce your damage. It's like a AoE fleet of foot kind of thing. Grey Knight Dreadnought is up. As a big old flamer or incinerator or whatever the Grey Knight fellas call it. And they're trying to steal some northern points. Meanwhile, southeast. Good mobility from Stigma getting on this power here quickly. Soulein with the teleport in. Some heavy gauge on those fellas. Level A now, Farseer. Level 6. Incendiary grenade again. Purifies. Kind of missed the Banshees, fellas. Getting suppressed by the War Shout. Now trying to get after them. That was the energy burst from the Strike Squad on the Warp Spiders. Probably would have used it on the Banshees if they weren't already retreating. 2-to-1 cap for the Eldar. Stigma maintaining a really good presence with only 2 units. Now they have a Seer Council to passively buff the Howling Banshees and also provide some really good melee weight. Falcon blinking away at the Dreadnought, doing some damage. Has the shield now in tier 3. So they have out-teched them. There's a lot of pressure on this power here. It was blue for a while, actually. Ordo Malleus taking the southern VP, I see. Haven't seen pressure on the naturals a huge amount. Maybe we'll see more of that later on from the Eldar. They still have this webway here to get some really quick bashes on this and some flanks. Grey Knight Dreadnought continues to get chased. Does have the Maelstrom for the knockback. Anton now getting another Rhino to help put pressure on the Falcon, I guess, with Las Cannon. Could get some purgation. Daemonhunter just running in, taking shots. Trying to stop them bashing the power, but it's not working. Meanwhile, southwest, power bashing the other side. Strike Squad just hanging out with a Dusticar. Brother Captain now has a Nemesis Demon Hammer to deal with these pesky Banshees. Gonna pop the battle rights, I think. There's Bulwark up on the strike squad. Being kind of knocked around. Banshee's getting messed up though. Barely got away. Grenade goes in on the Dark Reapers. That was a lot of damage from that incendiary grenade. Didn't see heavy gauge there. Maybe I just missed it. Maybe it was right in my face. There it is. There's heavy gauge. Did it hit both models there? A little bit of AoE on it. 250 to 183. Does burst very quickly, Warp Spider, so you could potentially kind of flick through targets with it. Stun multiple things for a little while. Very nice Dreadnought with plasma cannon attached. Now under pressure. Seer Council in there. They have power melee damage, a lot of it. Neldritch might have saved it there. Eldritch on retreat path. Doesn't do too much. I mean, oh, not bad. Not bad on the Stormtroopers. And it might have forced the Grey Knight Dreadnought to hang around and go down here. Yep, down it goes. Seer Council with that 15% range damage reduction aura that they themselves benefit from is that blue aura you see. That blue stuff there is the Rift Tear still. Eversor Assassin came charging through. A little bit late to disrupt things. The Rhino also goes down. Rough fight for Anta there. It was Tenso during that back at base healing. Yeah, that was all Stigma, I think. With those 3 units, they're achieving a hell of a lot of work. Very, very effective, this Farseer so far. Level 7. Seraph has a Vindicare Assassin. Getting all the assassins together for a reunion party. Extended operations coming up for more health. South is not turning red. They're just abandoning the cap for some reason. Did they take shots? Maybe they just saw the Banshees. Maybe they took some shots from the Dark Reapers actually. 228 to 171. 1-to-1 cap. Brother Captain making their way south with a strike squad. And a Grey Knight Dreadnought of their own soon. Fire Prism is up here for the Tenso. Eats a melter. A couple. And goes down. Ouch. Sneaky, sneaky operatives from Seraph. Nicely done. Where are those purifiers? Are they leveled yet? They haven't leveled yet. They're going to dust the car back. Cheeky, says the Tenso. I hear Banshees yelling, but which ones? I think it was these ladies here. Look like they got knocked around. Have you seen the demolishing strike already? Probably when we showed up, everything was spread out a lot. That was probably the Banshees getting demolished, and down they go. That was Soulein's Banshees. This is Soulein's Seer Council. They do get the Brother Captain down, though. Stigma now getting the Avatar to overlap some awesome buffs for the Banshees and the Seer Council and everyone. Almost level 9, the Farseer. Warp Spider almost level 4. Banshees must be level 4. Yeah, they are. In the north, Brother Captain being chased off by a Warlock. Falcon bashing contested power. Brother Captain should get revived there, I think, eventually. Here's the Grey Knight Dreadnought getting haywire immediately, and everything's running in. I think the Farseer put guide on the Warp Spiders there for the haywire. Would it affect the haywire? They haven't put it on the Banshees here. They've got tons of energy, so maybe they didn't put it on anyone yet. 300 energy on this Farseer. Where's the guide? Don't see it. There's a Psychic Storm to mess with these Stormtroopers. Looks like the Dreadnought is done for. Down it goes. Level 9 Farseer now. Gonna see a Spirit Stones healed here, I imagine. The Spiritual Rites. Haven't seen it yet. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen her use it. Seemed like the time to use it, but it wasn't used. Maybe it was on cooldown from a previous usage. Eldar have the north sewn up for now. They got all their gens intact at the moment. They do. Here's the Avatar of Cain for Stigma. Super unit for Eldar. Powerful in combat and provides awesome passive buffs to nearby allied infantry. Is that the, yep, Neuro Gauntlet for the Eversor Assassin. For all the DPS. 2-to-1 cap here. Ouch. Big old Wailing Doom swings. They're kind of getting beaten back here, the Ordo Malleus. Fire Prism on the way for the Tenso. Soulein has tons of red. A good chunk of resources. Maybe they want their own avatar here. What is this? More Crusaders for Ante. Getting the Acolyte leader now, because they're in tier 3. 2-1 against them though. Can they get the south? Purifiers are on it. Eversor wants to say hello to the Warp Spider. Ouch. And down he goes. The brother captain gets it. No smack at the end. No smack at the end. I was expecting a downward smack to the thorax at the end there. Killing some Dark Reapers. How long it took the brother captain to turn around and get that swing in there. 222 to 67. Ordo Malleus with a single cap. What was that here? Oh, that was Ante's Crusaders, I think, getting that cap. 211 to 67. Maybe these Banshees could hit the power again. I think they can. Ordo Malleus struggling to get into tier 3 and get momentum. Avatar with a Wrath of Cain on retreating Purifiers. I think he mistimed it though. Just constant pressure through the middle from Stigma. That was the flash grenade thing. Where is the Farseer? She's back. She's level 10. Haywire. And now some melee on the back of the Rhino. Avatar gives you suppression immunity, which is why none of these guys are being suppressed by the base turrets for the Eldar here. Might need to run though. There's the Spirit Stone's heal. Definitely saw it that time. Bulwark is up. Everything gets away. Well, all the infantry gets away. Farseer is still here. Gets a special and runs. I think the Avatar's going to be alright. Doesn't seem like they lost any hit points there, basically. 171 to 60. 2-1 for the Eldar. Wailing Doom's a good hit on the Purifiers as they closed in for melee there. Tier 3 for Seraph. Has done some cool stuff with the Operatives, but they just couldn't stabilize in tier 2 Ordo Malleus. They got their power hit too much in the northeast, I think. What's this? This is Ante trying to fight a Falcon and a Fire Prism with stuff that can't fight them. Doing their best. There's the Tempest. 171 to 25. Triple cap for the Eldar. Looks like they have this in the bag. But Ante almost got the Banshees down with the upgraded Crusaders. Gives them the, was it Battle Frenzy or something? Yeah. It's a really good squad leader, this Acolyte fella. There it is. Double cap at the end. Gets it. Battle Rights going at the end. We had a level 4 Warlock with the Witchblade of Kernus, Providence, and Warp Throw. Very effective Farseer for Stigma. Had double Banshees at some point. I wonder what it would have looked like with even more Banshees running around. Soulein did indeed get their own avatar. Level 5 Warp Spider Exarch here. We had a level 4 Daemonhunter. Armor of Damnation. Level 5 Eversor Assassin. As I said, some cool stuff with the double operatives. And Breeze was a level 4 Brother Captain. Heavy gauge filamented at the end. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Big thanks to these guys for taking part in a faction war. The Tenso for running these lobbies. And I'll see you next time.